It's time to play some Raid Shadow Legends. Neat. We have ourselves a nice sponsored segment of the stream. Let me get that bad boy on screen. Hello, Mr. Raid Shadow Legends. Oh god, it's all consuming. There I am. Hello. Now, I'm just going to pop on my own tunes. We use this for our TFT thing anyway. Fusion has... I mean, I did see one event for the Fusion thing. Is it supposed to look... No. Hold on. I need to change things. It's going to look crazy in a second. Ready? Hold on. So... Now I got to fix it. There you go. Beautiful. That's the best I can have it as far as resolution. But I typically, like 95% of the time that I play this game, I play it on my computer. But, you know, you could also play it on mobile. It is a mobile game. Welcome to Raid Shadow Legends. So, any and all people who have any interest in playing the game, picking it up, please feel free to ask me any questions about it. I can show you my progress in this game. I have played it far too much. I have far too much time in this goddamn game, but I love it. I mean, there's the obvious gotcha dopamine hit of collecting characters and, you know, building teams and whatnot. But I just love the math that I have to do. I'm going to show you... Okay. I'm in the middle of doing Doom Tower currently. Yeah? This is like where I am in the game. And some of these bosses are so hard. And this encounter right here, Floor 90 Dreadhorn, his name's Bommel, easily the hardest boss in this entire game. Easily. How much have I spent? When I first started, far too much. Since then, I haven't. Since then, I have stopped. I started playing without spending any money. But I will start off by saying, first and foremost, for any gacha game, any game like this, it's kind of popular right now that people talk about this anyway, with what happened with Diablo Eternal or Immortal, whatever the hell it's called. But don't feel the need to rush. Don't feel the need that, like, I mean, you know, it literally just happened. I'm just so desensitized to it. But they offer you deals constantly. And you might see something that you like. Like, I used to play Magic the Gathering with my homies, right? Like, I would go out Friday nights and do a draft. And when COVID started, and I couldn't do that anymore, I just didn't have a hobby. And this game became my hobby. So every so often, I bought the monthly pack. You know? There's only so much, like, that I can regret when this has just been my hobby. Like, this is what I played. It kind of happened at the perfect time when COVID started and I just couldn't fucking go outside and do anything anymore. Referrals. I mean, if you get the game and you refer it to a homie, they have, oh God. It's been so long since I've checked this. It prompts you constantly. Oh, here it is. Jesus Christ. Like, if you have people, you know, take your link, and then if they level up, then you can get, like, shards and boosts and energy and whatnot. If you use my link and you complete the tutorial, you actually get a character. I believe... Where is he? Isn't he a Sacred Order character? There you are. So if you use my link and you complete the tutorial, you get a character, Lightsworn, who is a very good Void Epic. Just to explain, like, Voids, The game has 4 affinities. It's Spirit, Magic, Force, and Void. And like Spirit counters Force, Force counters Magic, Magic counters I just said it. Spirit. But then Void has no weaknesses and has no like strong affinity. So this dude is good against any champions that he's fighting. Being able to reduce turn meter is a really strong ability. Being able to decrease speed is really strong, especially for faction war bosses and stuff like that. And then he has a revive on death that he puts on the whole team. There are so many champions in this game, so everyone's experience will be different. The only thing I can say for new players who are playing for the first time, you have your options of 4 starter characters. I recommend Kayle. He's the best one. Like, he will be able to farm for you once you get into like the farming campaign to level up other characters. He also has a shitload of poisons, so he's really good for clan boss. Hold on, 5. I got you, buddy. I mean, you're just gonna have to ask her yourself. I actually don't have Ursic Warcaller. Void legendaries are hard to come by, and the only one I have for barbarians is Ykarl, who actually got a big buff. Ykarl's kind of awesome now. Another thing that really like pushed me into this game in the first place is how the characters look. I mean, some of them look kind of badass. Obviously, you have like your booba characters like Syl and stuff like that, but I don't know. I really like the design of some of the people in this game. I think they look really cool. I do like this song a lot, but I feel like I made it too loud. There you are. Show Trunda. You know, Trunda's actually getting skin soon. I don't have a Trunda yet, but let's see. Where's Homegirl? Do you want Trunda to, like, just smash your head open with a mallet? Do they have the skins in game yet? I want to see what they look like. That's pretty sick, actually. But, I mean, I don't even have her, so it doesn't really matter. But I want to show, this is like, this is a super duper late game account. So obviously for you, things will be much different. But you know, you start off on your regular campaign map and this is where you'll be. There's just like pitfalls in this game that you should be aware of, you know, like not worrying about leveling early game gear too much, at least to like a certain point. If you do end up playing the game and you're subbed, I mean, if I'm not online, you could always ask me if I'm live. But we have in our Discord a gacha game chat where, I mean, a lot of people talk about Genshin. We talk about Raid. The events apparently started for the new Fusion event. I'm going to keep it real with you. As a brand new player, brand spanking new, you're just booting it up for the first time, don't even worry about the Fusion event. Like, you will not be able to complete it. You won't be able to farm up the potions for this. You won't be able to complete most of the events. So don't even worry about that right now. I think when you first get into it, it's just more about like, all right, I have a Kayle. Let's level them up. Let's see what characters we get early. Next week? Not even, right? A couple days from now? What day is it? Today's Thursday. Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think, is a 2x event for Ancient Shards. So if you do start playing today, after you finish the tutorial, you will be given... Hold on. Yeah, you will be given 3 Ancient Shards. You should save those bad boys for tomorrow because you'll have a, like, what is it? Ancients. You'll have a 16% chance for epics, a 1% chance for legendaries. pull all the fragment summons you have tomorrow. I only have Taya. I'm still working on Gomlock. I don't have fusions to pop other than Homegirl. And maybe Gerda? Hold on. Nope, it'll be done by then. How much do I get paid if I watch you play this? You get paid in my love and affection. I appreciate it. I think I bought my Yukaro fragments. Let's find out. So our Pizza Party clan is currently full. Wow, it filled right back up again. Holy crap. I just like removed people for inactivity too. But I do heavily recommend getting yourself in a clan. It's so easy to find one. I mean, I've been the leader of this one forever, so I can't really show you, but there is a process where you can just like pick and choose. Some people you don't even have to like apply for. You know, some clans that take themselves a little bit more seriously have like required player power, but you'll find clans that you'll be able to get in, and then eventually you can start swinging it clan boss. You know what, Naresto? I'll take it. Thank you very much. And thank you for the fart. I appreciate it as well. All right. I want to show this boss fight because I hate it very much, but I've completed it. I want to see if I can do it again. But then I can also show you what's happening in this game. So the team comp that I have for this guy is, I mean, there's like, I have, you know, a Void Legendary in here. I actually have 2 epics in here as well. But the guy who put me, I guess, oh, what's the word? The guy that like actually made it possible. No, it's everyone. This team is insane. Like, this boss is so hard. I feel like if I didn't have this exact team comp, it wouldn't work out. So this is the biggest ability that Yumiko does. She just completely locks out the enemy team out of their cooldowns, and she resets mine. So then I can follow up with another one of these. And Homeboy putting bombs on people is huge. Yeah, let's see. I will... But, I mean, there are how many characters at this point? Like 700 something? They all do different stuff. I mean, Vogoth here, my man on the left, he has an AoE provoke, which forces them to just use their auto attack on him. He's the tankiest dude I have on this team. He could also put a leech buff on so other people can heal. I don't think I have him in any accuracy currently, though. This dude can detonate his own bombs. Boom. I just want to get to the boss fight so I can show you. Like, this boss fight is the hardest content in the game, and you'll see why. And I will almost certainly wipe during this, but I just want to show it one time before I, like, go into, like, just Doom Tower waves and, you know, show you my team for that. Oh, Dark Fae. I just use Lysandra on that fight. Whip. And do that. We can... I could wake them all up. It doesn't really matter with my Geomancer. Whip. That was so overkill on the amount of bombs I just put on. But it's okay. Loserum, how you doing? Did I say that right? Loserum? Fuck. Listen. Hello. I'm just showing off Bommel 90 on hard mode. And how this is like the peak of the peak of the nonsense fights you can get into in this game. I'll explain his mechanics as we once we approach him. Alright, I think we're all caught up. Yeah, we're all caught up. Perfect. Time for you to go. Boom. All right, welcome to Bommel. I hate this boy so much. He has many passives and things that he does. The biggest one, at least for, like, this is turn 1. He always does this off cooldown. But he removes all my buffs, and he places bombs that will detonate, right? And they cannot be blocked or removed. But I have a character named Yumiko. She could put a hex on him, and the hex has a 30% chance of reflecting these bombs back at him. This is how we win. So I do that. If it gets resisted, it's pretty much GG, but we're good. And I just reflected so many bombs right at him. So we get more bombs on him. Duchess is a big part of this team as well, because she can put out just like increased attack for my guy, and she has a passive that reduces all AoE damage, and this guy's pretty much exclusively AoE. Oh yeah, Eric, the passive is insane. Then Geomancer has a passive that's like he deflects damage for enemies that are under HP burn, and he deflects damage back as well. We need to land that. We did. We landed the HP burn. It does reduce turn meter, though. Whenever this dude reduces turn meter, or has his turn meter reduced, he spawns more bombs. These bombs are going to blow up no matter what, but that's why I have Vogoth that says whenever he's attacked, he heals characters for the like an amount of damage that he takes. That's what's going to sustain my team here. So we are going to get it in there. And then Yumiko has this, which reduces everyone's cooldowns again. You also have to keep in mind that you can only have 10 debuffs on an enemy at one time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm capped out on that. I can't get the weaken debuff or the reduce accuracy debuff on him. So I'm just going to whack him. Let's see if I can get a detonate. Good. I'm going to pop this again. Oh boy. Okay. So Yumiko's A1 reduces turn meter. We don't want that, so I have to have her smack a bomb. Then these bombs are going to start blowing up, but luckily we have Vogoth. Ooh, this is bad. I need to wait a turn. Because if I go for the rebirth now and I res everyone, these bombs are just going to kill them again. So I am going to whack them, and we're going to wait and hope that she lives. Here it comes. Boom. Get that back on him. That's huge. Boom, boom. We survived it. And then big res. Reflect some of those back. Oh boy. I think this is a wipe, though. This is just like a testament to how ridiculously hard this boss fight is. He just pumps out so much damage, and he puts so many bombs out. Those bombs are going to blow up, and they're going to kill my Duchess. Unless he takes 2 turns here, and the bombs kill him, but... Boom! So close. We're all dead, though. That boss fight is so hard. I managed to beat it. I managed to beat it and get past it with this team comp, but boy, oh boy. I also failed it a couple times with him at like 1 bar. But I can show you where I am on this. Usually I just hit auto because I have a team that can do this like on auto. But I'm curious if I do it on manual, if I can make this happen. And I could do it faster because of that. Also, you're looking for an Ice Golem team with block revive. I mean, what champions do you have? I mean, do you have... I mean, obviously, if you had Lydia... Do you have... Oh, God. Doesn't he block revive? It's an epic. It's someone that, like, you may have at epic. Phoenix? Let's see. I'm going to go for the provoke. Bada boom. And Folly and Luria. Okay, Folly hits like a truck. Phoenix does, yeah. So, for this team, right, it's all about Seer. If you pull a Seer as one of your first, like, Void Epics, I mean, it's going to take a while before she, you know, gets the ball rolling, because you'll need like Mausoleum Mage early game or someone who can like just put a bunch of buffs on. But on hard mode Doom Tower, their stats are so cracked out. But she doesn't care about that, because she removes buffs from me, and she does damage based on enemy max HP in accordance to how many buffs I have out here. So I could just go, Bwip! That's the end of that. And then Yumiko will just reset everyone's cooldowns, and we'll do it again. This time, though, I'm going to do the Provoke. This comes out. I also have Yumiko in a piece of armor that has a small chance of resetting her cooldowns on, like, if she uses one, it doesn't go on cooldown. Unfortunately, we didn't get that, but it's okay. Pretty sure everyone's toast. Yeah, yeet. Nah, it's a trinket. I have a trinket that has a chance of doing that. Let's see, I don't want Husk stunning us. I'll put Hex out there. Yeah, this puts out ally protection. This is like a big boy account, as you can see. I mean, I have Lydia, which means that I've finished all of Faction Wars. I have Krisk, who is an absolutely insane Void Legendary. This account is pretty fat. What I was thinking of doing for a portion of this is just like starting an account and like, ooh. She also has a 15% chance of getting an extra turn, so you know, sometimes it do be like that. I don't have Kymar. I don't have Kymar. I don't have Trunda. Ugh. Also, if Homegirl gets got, it's absolutely fine, because we have Duchess to come in. Let's see. A big thing, by the way, I mean, as you play this for the first time, you might not know what all these symbols are. There is an info tab. They have like a whole directory in-game for you to look around and see what these things mean. There's also so many resources. Like, I highly recommend content creators like Hell Hades. He has a website that shows you like every champion, what champions are good for, like where they shine, what kind of gear, or like what stats you want to prioritize on them. Like currently, 3 of these dudes have block debuffs on them, right? So I don't want to use Chris's Provoke if it's not going to work on half of them. Hello, Grapefruit. How you doing? Alright, so I'm actually going to wait on the Dance of Time, just in case they survive her Karma burn. Thank you! Someone just signed up and completed a tutorial. Thank you very much. Alright, get that going. And Seer comes in with the 1-2 how do you do. Wham. And then we can reset all of our cooldowns. Let's get that Provoke out. Do I prefer Kymar or Yumiko? I mean, obviously for Bommel, Yumiko's insane, but dude, Kymar is so good. It is bonkers what he does. The fact that he removes everyone, like he has a buff remove, he has the skill resets. He even has poisons, and like his A1 is an AoE, right? I don't have him, so I don't know really. But yeah, man, wild. I'm curious. Actually, no. We'll back out. Yeah, he's an insane character. Yeah, sure, Grapefruit. That is the point of this segment right now, anyway. I mean, I will have my. I'll have the referral link running for the next week, but I've played this game every day for probably the last like 2.5 years. and I'm still super into it. They have more things that they're releasing. I'm actually gonna wait. Like I'm waiting for this fusion event to really get into gear, like get into full swing. Currently, I think, yeah, there's currently only a Dungeon Divers event happening, and Dungeon Divers you get by just like playing the game. Anywhere that you play that has anything to do with like winning artifacts, like you get points towards it. But there's no other tournament. So I'm going to wait for a tournament that has to do with, like, raiding Dragon or Spider or yada yada, and then I'll do it. What are champs that are pretty easy to get and good for clan boss? Good Brogni, Tyrell, Kale. Everyone should have Deliana, by the way. If you log in for 7 straight days, not even 7 straight days, but 7 days before, like, the end of this month, you will get a character, I believe she's a high elf force. You will get Deliana, who will absolutely help you with like early to mid game content. Her A1 is an AoE that has leech, so your other dudes are healing. She's one of the few characters that has decreased resistance. That's a relatively new thing, which, you know, will just help so you're not getting poisoned or stunned or block buffed or things like that. And then she has her own block buffs, which is so sick. And she has a crazy HP and all. Like, essentially, early game, if you start playing right now, after 7 days, you'll get Deliana. She will be pretty much in every single team that you have for a while. But let me see. Easy to get champions that will help with clan boss. I mean, let's think. As far as, like, boosting your damage, I would probably immediately take out Fang Cleric. Oh, wait, you're showing me all the characters that you do have. Lyria, Cryptowitch, Basilisk, other rubbish epics. I mean, there are some, like, just rare characters that I would recommend over some of the things that you said. I'm just trying to remember what I think they're dark elves, right? No, I'm looking for Frozen Banshee. Are you an Undead Horde character? I mean, if you're going to be using Kale, I would recommend Frozen Banshee as well. You know, she puts poison sensitivity, which makes your poisons hit harder for your Kale and for herself, for that matter. You know, if you have her pretty fast, like, you don't have to worry about her hitting hard, but you have her with a lot of speed and a lot of accuracy, so she can place that poison sensitivity, and then you just want her going fast so she can A1 and, you know, get a bunch of poisons out there. Oh, you have Urgrim. I forgot what Urgrim even did. I'm pretty confident I can name most characters in this game because I've played it for so long, but, you know, there are so many. Urgrim is a Void Ogryn, right? This dude's pretty sweet. Wow, it's an all-battle aura, too. Is there anything I wish I knew when I first started? Just be patient with, like, your shards, you know? Like, I mean, I have, like, 6 sacred shards right now. I didn't just get it and go, ooh, and just, like, rip it open, which I did when I first started, right? Save them for events. Save them for, like, the fusion event that's coming up. Tomorrow is a 2 times for ancient shards. Like, I'll save these voids for when I need them. I'm gonna pop these, like, for the fusion. Usually during fusion events, they'll have, like, 10 times type things where your odds of getting something don't increase. Well, I'm sorry. Your odds of getting, let's say, a legendary don't go up. But if you were to pull a legendary, you have a 10 times chance of pulling a specific one. I wouldn't worry about that as a newer player. For me, I have so many of the dang characters at this point. You know, I was so close. Only because the fusion is happening that I didn't pull for this. But it's like they knew There was a 10x event, like, what, a couple days ago for Kymar. He's probably my most sought-out champion, but I kept it in my pants. He's so good. But I resisted, because if I did go for that and I didn't pull him, you know, you just got to be smart with your pulls. Yeah, saving energy. I mean, like I said, I knew that this fusion event was coming soon, so I haven't been farming as much as I usually would. Because ideally, like, if you're playing every day, like, if you're like on like ride or die raid and you want to min max as best as you can, you don't want energy over your base, because you passively generate energy. So, like, right now I'm sitting on like 5,600 or 5,800, whatever, and then I have like energy in here. If I was playing and I was really min-maxing, you would use that, go to 0, wait for it to come back to, like, you know, full again, use it again, so you're passively generating energy to do things. Is what you, like, when you're playing this game, it requires energy. So let's say I want to farm just, like, to level up my characters, right? So I was using Biggin, but I have Queen Ava. So say I wanted to farm, boop, 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 just some food characters. It costs energy to do that. And, again, this is like later game stuff, so I can do this in 8 seconds. Eventually, like I recommended, you should have Kale as your starter character. I think any of them can do it, any of the 4 starters, but I mean, I recommend Kale because he can also, and for the longest time when I first started playing, you know, he was the guy doing it because he can. Obviously, he doesn't do it as fast, you know, like things go on cooldown and whatnot. It's not like these characters, by the way, have to survive to get XP. You just kind of need like a Sherpa to get them there. As long as he finishes the whole thing. Even if, like, I learned I have a free-to-play account. I had Kale die once as we were farming. You still get, like, partial XP, which is cool, but, you know, ideally you're not dying. That is another big thing. For leveling up your characters or improving your characters, gear and what stats to prioritize are a big deal, right? So, like, when you're rolling up gear, also, don't make fun of me for my speed boots. I've been farming Nightmare trying to get 6-star speed boots. Even if they're common and they have no substats, all you want to do is go fast. So that's why I have these, but these are 5-star. As the game goes on, there's everywhere between 1 and 6-star gear, and then common to legendary. A lot of your time spent will be farming pieces of gear. Oh, there's also mythic gear. There's also mythic gear for once you're doing Hydra. You, as a new player, will not be worried about Hydra for a long time. But now there's mythic gear that starts with an additional roll on something, which is pretty sweet. They also literally today just introduced instant upgrading, which is so nice. I don't have much silver right now though, but you know, you want to here, I'll just roll it to 4 because I'm gonna wait for a artifact enchantment event. There's events for almost every aspect of this game, and if you want to min-max your energy and your silver and your time and the rewards that you get for doing things, you want to wait for those events to do them. So, like, I need to farm and get some silver before the next artifact enhancement event. So I actually have the silver to spend to do that. But, you know, I'll level to 4. Boop. Oh, don't explain again. Yes, I get it. Bam. Ah, that's fine. So it's completely random. At the end of the day, it's very RNG. It's up to the mercy of the RNG gods, but I mean, I rolled crit damage. Like, this flat defense Flat stats, you aren't looking for flat stats other than speed, because there's no speed percentage unless it is on your boots. Yeah, let's see. There you go. Like you can have speed as a flat stat on your boots, which is arguably the best stat that you could have on boots. Don't fall into like, you know, you might get boots with flat attack as the base. Sell it. That's another thing, a pitfall for like early game stuff. Oh yeah, I've had these 4-star boots forever, and no one's wearing them right now. But at 4 stars, these boots are insane. So you know, I triple rolled crit rate on this one. So I kept them. But you know, I'm at the point in my account where like I only need really like really good 5-star gear, or you know, mostly 6-star. Like this is the best boots I have in my entire account. And right now I have this guy Maneater wearing them. The reason being is he is part of my clan boss team. I already ran one this morning. But, you know, I could show off clan boss very quickly. I have a very specific team that is only doable with people who can put unkillable on stuff. I recommend a website. Oh god, what's his name? Is Deadwood Jedi, I believe. I think you could find his website just through that name. But oh yeah, dude, Ninja, listen. Memes, push all your memes aside. Ninja is such a good character. He's insane. And I'll show you why right now. He's so good. Yeah, Deadwood Jedi has all of the clan boss comps. But yeah, I could even start this on auto. And I feel like somehow I haven't figured it out yet. There's like a 1% chance that it doesn't work. Like sometimes I swear it's only when I AFK that I come back and somehow they're all dead at like turn 20. And I'm like, what happened? But the whole premise of this team comp is that at the end of every turn, one of my Maneaters will put unkillable on the team. I have a character Painkeeper who reduces cooldowns, but she does it very specifically, just like reduce cooldowns by 1. I have this dude to boost our turn meter, so you know, my team needs a crazy amount of speed. But oh, if Ninja weak hits one of us, huh? I mean, it's Void. Maybe I've done it early or later in the day when the affinity might change on a clan boss. But yeah, the whole premise of this team comp is that no matter what, the turn will end with a Maneater casting unkillable. And I have my Ninja in Relentless gear, so he has like a 12% chance, I think it is, of taking an extra turn after his turn. And, you know, this is a little RNG as well, obviously, with the Relentless. You know, sometimes it won't go off. But ideally, it puts you over the edge. And he's like the main carry of the entire team. Hold on. While that is running as well, I just need to... Alright, good. I also have ads that I have to play. Ooh, you guys almost got Raid Shadow eardrum exploded. Give me a second. As this is running and getting into full swing, because the whole premise of the Unkillable team is that they can't die until turn 50. So we'll check back in on them in a minute. While that's running... I have an ad for y'all. I haven't seen this one yet. I'm curious. And get my big ass head out of the way.
Shadow Legends Dungeons, explained by Jeff Goldblum.
The dungeons in Raid Shadow Legends are magnificent or challenging or magnificently challenging. You storm into the spider's den with your entourage of heroes who are all, by the way, very snazzily dressed. And then you see her, a spider queen. Immediately arrows are flying and swords are swooping and magic is magicking. And then the beast succumbs, leaving you with its sweet loot.
Download Raid Shadow Legends today.
Dude, they got Nurog.
Ooh, JG called me snazzy.
They had Nurog doing the fucking dance, dude. Get out of here, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's lovely. I really like the commercials that Raid have. I think they're really funny. There's one. Let's see, they have for the 3rd anniversary. I don't think I've seen this one yet either. Oh, Arbiter. Enjoy. One last one. Neat. Assuming it loads.
Today we honor the 3rd year of our quest against the legions of Siroth.
Woohoo! Oh yeah, party!
This war is far from over, and we shall need your sword.
Oh, and mine, I've got a sword.
Shut up.
It's gonna be awesome.
Stop it. You will not fight alone.
She's
Join
just
me
a hater,
now and
dude.
receive one of my best to fight at your side.
Wait, it's me, right?
Download Raid Shadow Legends and get a free gift pack with the epic champion Talia. Just what you'll need to get caught up and join the fight. Use promo code POWERSTARTER.
I actually didn't know about that promo code. I actually did not know about, I mean, it's for new users only. So that means you guys have a couple to use. You could use, oh Christ, what was it? Get Deliana, I believe. It is Get Deliana. You can use that code. You can use Power Starter. They have codes every so often. That's a relatively newer thing that they introduced. All right, let's see what's happening. How's me boy Ninja doing? I could actually cut this one short because I just know that we only need 39 million damage to get like the top tier chest. Dude, for real, Death Knight's my boy. All right, he's in a bunch of their commercials that I get a kick out of them. But yeah, this is the clan boss team that I have currently. Oh, he took his relentless turn, which is sick. Ninja does so much damage, it's hilarious. I also have my Painkeeper in a poison set. I'm trying to eventually get, well, toxic set it's called. I'm trying to get him, Seeker, in a toxic set as well, because it's just free damage, just like more damage. But I'm prohibited by the speeds. Like, you need very specific speeds to tune this appropriately. Early game, you won't be worried about it as much, you know? You'll just want your team, especially with Deliana, you'll have her in, her A1 does a leech, so whenever anyone else hits the clan boss, they will heal. Yeah, he has a passive. Ninja's passive is like essentially the more he hits something, the harder he hits it. It's like perfect for clan boss. Oof. I also have all of them in masteries. The more you play, like for early game and early accounts, Deliana and Kale, you'll want to farm one of the dungeons called Minotaur. It's a pretty easy dungeon compared to the rest of them, at least. So like you'll be able to go through like the higher levels of that dungeon quicker. But you need to get scrolls so you can have masteries on your characters, and that just like improves them even more. Again, I recommend Hell Hades website, and it'll show you like the mastery trees that you should go into as you familiarize yourself with the game. So like you'll know for Kale, you probably want to be in like the offense tree as your main one, and the like utility tree as like your secondary. And it just kind of comes with time. I mean, like any game like this, knowledge is power, you know? Just knowing what your characters are capable of doing, knowing what gear makes the most sense, like for each character. Like Ninja is an attack-based character, so I have him in a lot of attack. I have him at... I couldn't get him to 100% crit rate with the gear that I have, because I needed a very specific speed amount, but he's at like 90-something chance to crit. You know, stuff like that. And I think I need 39 million, and then I can cut this short. Because this is just Nightmare. This team comp can 1-key Ultra Nightmare. Which is lovely. You won't worry about that again for a while. Plus, they'll give you a bunch of clan boss keys to use. You get one for free every 6 hours, and it resets every day. You'll just see like when clan boss resets. For you, you'll be whacking at easy mode clan boss, but at the end of every day, well, the beginning of every day, it happens at like 5 in the morning where I live. But depending on how much damage you do to a clan boss, you get rewards. And for me, that's when you really enter late game. When you can start doing Ultra Nightmare, and you're doing Ultra Nightmare every day, and getting the chest for it, that's a big deal. So let's see, a clean 40 million, and I can end it. Slayer, I personally recommend Kale. I think he's the strongest of them all, but none of them are the wrong choice. So let's see. So yeah, I did Ultra Nightmare this morning. I actually just squeaked it out. Because, you know, it is still a little RNG with a Relentless set. And Ninja hitting that decreased defense. Have fun, mama! I will see you soon. But yeah, once you can start getting Transcendent chests, like, I mean, all of the, or like all but one of the Sacred Shards that I currently have, I got it because of Clan Boss. So, you know, as you play and you do Clan Boss more, I mean, you'll get Ancient Shards, you'll get Tomes, which are a massive deal. Like right now, I don't have many Legendary Tomes. I'm saving them. Same with my Epic Tomes. But like, oh, dude. Okay. When you use a Tome, it is randomly assigned to one of the, you know, the abilities. I got so lucky with my Yumiko books. I hit perfectly on, you know, the abilities that you want. Yeah, that feels so good. I think I also have that on my Duchess. No. Well, almost. Like, some of these characters, like, I just don't... You don't need, like... You'll learn again, and... Again, I recommend Hell Hades' website, because it'll just show you per character the, like, viability of using Tomes. I haven't used Tomes for Homeboy. That would have helped me, but oh well. Legendary books are difficult to get. I highly recommend... This is one of the biggest pitfalls early game. Don't waste your Tomes. They're hard to get. It takes time. And, you know, certain characters just don't need it. Oh, this was a brutal one. Yeah. I tried to put a couple in for my Uros, but then I gave up. And I was like, Some characters require more reading than others as well. I would like to book out my Herndig, but he just loves books, man. So I'm gonna wait. Yeah, reading is hard. Lightsworn is the character, by the way, that I was that you get for completing the tutorial with my link, and I highly recommend him. I got him a little late in my Raid Shadow Legend career, so he's not as high a priority because I have other Sacred Order characters. Which, by the way, again, you should be... This is another pitfall. Another huge pitfall for early game stuff is you might get an epic that you don't think you want right now or need. Same with okay, perfect example is this guy, right? Master Butcher. He's a rare, right? So you're like, I don't give a shit. And then you use him as food to level up like your Kale or something, right? It's a big mistake. This dude's actually so dope. He's a provoker. He heals people. When he dies, he reses people. He's good for, yeah, Master Butcher can be legit. And he might be great for your faction wars, which is another piece of the game that as you continue to play, you'll worry about, like, you'll start worrying about it, like, mid into late game. Like, I have all the faction wars complete. If you complete every single one and 3-star every single one, you unlock Lydia, and she's insane. But again, you won't worry about her. Yeah, mid-game earliest. But it's one of those things that when you get a rare, look into that rare and be like, is this someone that I should consider playing? Because they just might be. But, like, this is my Dwarf Faction War team. Oof. This guy might be a problem. Mr. Spikeyman. Keep in mind, there are a couple, missions that you'll do that will specifically ask you to do it on auto. But even if you're on auto, you can actually click a character, like click an enemy, and it'll be like your team's priority to fight that enemy, which I think is pretty sweet. Now, I don't need to have it on auto right now, but I'm just showing you like where my team goes, because that'll happen, right? On auto, Brogni just totally biffed it and just wasted his A3, like the shield. Something else that you can do now, though, is you can make teams and you can tell the AI what to do before like everything starts, and you could do it by round. So say, for example, I wanted Brogni to not use his A3 on the first turn, or prioritize something else. You could do that now. Yeah, you'll focus on doing like your missions and your beginning. Well, it's the missions tab and challenge tab. You know, that'll kind of steer you in the right direction on what you should be doing anyway. You know, it'll be like, you know, get this like a magic affinity character to 6-star. And that should be one of your first things. I think all of the starter characters are magic affinity, and getting 1 to 6-star is a big deal. People get like epics, or they get a bunch of characters and they want to like 4 and 5-star them. Because I mean, it's hard getting a 6-star character. Because you need 5 characters at 5-star. I'm sorry, 4 characters at 4-star, and then you sacrifice them to your 4-star character who's max level to you know, bring them to the next thing. It costs a lot of energy and characters. There are characters that are absolutely dog shit, and the entire premise of those characters are kind of to be sacrificed to make your other character stronger. But a big pitfall is assuming like, well, I have this rare and I really want to level this thing up, so I'm going to sacrifice it so I can save some time. And it's going to bite you. It's going to bite you in the butt as time goes on and you realize you might have actually had a use for that character. Whack. Oh, wah, wah. So the MVP of this entire thing is Brogni. He puts like a shield that can't be removed on. He puts block debuffs. And it's good shit. Another thing to do, always do your dailies, you know? Always do your dailies. It refreshes every day. You keep doing your dailies after you do all your, like, there's dailies, weeklies, and monthlies. And as long as you're doing your dailies, pretty much naturally, you know, you'll do your weeklies. You know, this wants me to do campaign battles and get someone to level 5 and, you know, things that just happen. And then once a month you get a Sacred Shard. Oof. Yeah. Sacrificing a Apothecary early game is pretty brutal. There's definitely chase rares early game that'll be huge for your account. Apothecary is one of the best non-void rares in the game. Dude is a beast support. So if you get a character like Apothecary, don't chomp him. Who else stands out? I mean, obviously... I mean, it's not obvious, I guess, but if you open a Void and you get Cold Heart is insane. Here, I'll show you the use of Cold Heart right now. She may as well be a legendary character. So I can do Spider. Oh, I made this team for something else, but there we go. I mean, it's not obvious if you don't think about it or if you don't, like, play enough or look into it enough. But I can do Spider 20 in 14 seconds. Because boom, boom. And then boom. Another example right here. It's a flat attack. But the substats don't work for banners too well. It's an easy sell. Stuff like that. That is a good point, Jay. That's a good thing to bring up. Which is, as you are first starting the game, it doesn't matter. You could be on normal, you could be on nightmare. But you'll see over here on the left side, miscellaneous drops that at any point when you're farming, these can drop, right? So, characters to look for, I believe it's Saurus, right? Is he on the other one? Hold on. Might be... Just looking for the characters. Spirit Host is definitely worth getting. She has, she removes all debuffs, which is really good. She has a speed aura. It's not crazy. Oh, Saurus isn't a drop. He's just someone that you can get in mystery shards, right? Or maybe he's a little farther ahead. I'm looking. Because there's characters per thing that you should really consider. And these are characters that you can get for absolutely free by just... Like, you don't even have to luck into them. You just have to... Well, okay. You gotta luck into them because you gotta farm it in the thing. But you'll see what I'm saying. One in particular that super stands out, I believe, is in the Deadlands. And that is War Maiden. War Maiden is one of the earliest characters where you'll be able to have an AoE 100% chance to put decreased defense, which is so important. So you'll be in the Deadlands just like, you know, leveling up food. Oh, did I miss it? Where is it? Godfrey's Crossing. Oh yeah, there he is. Another one is Saurus, whose A1 is just attack all enemies, which is great. Shield Guard is insane if you have, like, the gear. I remember, what? Shield Guard can... Ooh! Oh my god. Hallowed Halls, Executioner. Executioner is so fucking good, and you will use him a lot, and you'll definitely use him in Night Revenant Faction Wars. The biggest move is this one. He hits everyone. He decreases their turn meter by a bunch. He has decreased speed. You can build him in defense stuff, so he's tanky. He has his own defense up. His A1 stuns. This guy's insane. So, highly recommend getting yourself an Executioner early game once you get into the Hallowed Halls. And you can farm them up. It'll take some time, obviously. But, you know. Here, I'm just gonna do a run for the haha meme of it. Bonk. Oh my god, she lived. Oh. That's just rude. They put a skull crown on that wave. Boof. Boof. But yeah, these are all very easy to get champions that you will want to get. And, you know, as you're farming, you'll have like your Kale or your main character, your Armiger or whatever. This is just an easy sell. You want to sell shit gear because you need silver to do all of the upgrading for your gear. If you want to use like potions to level people up, That's another thing. I highly recommend not wasting these. I mean, if you're waiting, like I'm very low on potions right now in the grand scheme of things because of like a champ training event a while back. You know, like you'd rather save these. It costs a lot of silver as well. Another thing to keep in mind as far as books are concerned, right? If you like really, really want to min-max your books and stuff like that, say you wanted to farm up a War Maiden, right? I guess I can't really show you here too much. Yeah, okay, I kind of can. You can use dupes as books. So let's say I wanted Incubus, you know, I have my books. You can also use dupes as books. So like the War Maiden, right? I highly recommend War Maiden. I highly recommend Executioner, right? Instead of using your rare tomes to do that, you can just use, you know, farm more up and use them, and it'll save you the books. Oh yeah, Jay, I pulled a... So, okay. Yeah, don't use epics. Don't use legendaries. Yeah. They recently implemented a dupe system for your epics and legendaries and your rares, but I mean, you know, it depends. Like the Dark Elf one, I have it filled up with cold hearts, so they all benefit from that. But if you have a dupe legendary, there are 3 things that you could do with it now. You can unbind them for life tokens. I don't recommend it. It's not worth it. When this first came out, I had like some 3-ofs that I chomped so I could get Tomb Lord, because I really wanted Tomb Lord. I already had a Sir Nick and stuff like that, but that's besides the point. I did get Tomb Lord with the... I had like a 3rd Rosin. I had like a 3rd... some nonsense. And they gave you, when this all first came out, they gave you life tokens for free, so it wasn't too bad. You could also unbind your champion. Oh no, I'm sorry. Empower your champions. Like, for login rewards way down the line, I was given a Vizix. There are certain characters that you can't get dupes of. Like, you can only have one Lydia. So instead, I got Vizix and I chomped her to make my Lydia stronger. Again, this is something that you really don't have to worry about for a long, long time. So what you'll be utilizing is your faction guardians. If you get a dupe of the same epic, instead of using it as food, you could use it to, you know, once you get enough dupes of things. Like, I don't even have a full sweep of dupes for Lizardmen, but like now all of my epic Lizardmen have 10% HP, 10% attack, accuracy, resistance, defense, speed. This is a relatively new system, which is really sick. So yeah, there's things to do with your dupes now. Another pitfall for early game people, I highly recommend saving your gems and using your first sweep of gems to upgrade the gem mine. If you're in it for the long haul, if you plan on playing this game a lot, the gem mine will pay for itself, and then it's just generating you gems. And gems get you, I mean, it depends on, I guess, what your priorities are, you know? Like, some people like to use them on shard packs, like the 10x is tomorrow, so you might. I save it for, like, full energies, arena refills if I'm doing, like, a tournament or something. You gonna play more TFT? I'm about to play TFT right now. Because, yeah, I just wanted to finish my segment, and then we're swapping to that. This is another thing, the Great Hall, I didn't really talk about. I mean, mine is insane. It takes a lot of arena. But this is absolute meta progression type stuff. A pitfall that I fell into was prioritizing the wrong ones first, right? Without a doubt, the best thing to put your points into first is accuracy. Accuracy is like, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how to word this. And then I prioritize like my voids, because I have crazy voids. This might change as you go, depending on what characters you have. Like, for example, crit damage on Magic Affinity, right? I did this exclusively because of Ninja and Kale, like, earlier game. But I want my Ninja to have the most amount of crit damage as possible. So that's why I prioritize that. But accuracy is just so good across the board. So you'll want to do that. I think that's about it. I think that's really about it. We won our Clan v Clan. Look at us. Shoutouts to the whole squad. I slacked on this one because I didn't want to use my books. There are different types of Clan v Clan tournaments. Sometimes they have personal rewards where people will go harder. Another thing. Ooh, okay. Another pitfall is the Forge. I would probably prioritize Perception. As you're doing, I believe, Faction Wars early game is when you'll be getting these stones. There's also charms that you can use. So, I mean, here. It's wasteful, but, you know, screw it. I'll do one, right? Early game, you might be using... Hold on. I'm actually curious. I would actually just be patient. I wouldn't even waste the blue ones on 3 and 4s. I would wait till you start getting epics to start making 4 and 5s. Because if you get like a nice 5-star item, it might be worth keeping. So this is unfortunate, but it's a perfect example, right? These are 5-star legendary boots. So you might be like, whoa, and then spend a bunch of silver upgrading them. It's flat HP. Stinky. Stink. You want speed. Or at the very least, early game, you might want, you know, HP percent, attack percent, stuff like that. So I'd sell those. The only thing I can give you is a quick tutorial if, like, for example, here, the way that it's formatted is nice. So weapons are always flat attack. Helmets are always flat HP. And shields are always flat defense. So you want to look at substats, right? And substats are the same, like we explained. Speed is king, accuracy, crit damage. That's why, like, I have pieces like this, you know? This is an unfortunate one. This piece, I rolled to 8, double crit. Oh, hell yeah. And then I rolled it to 12, flat HP. Oh boy. And then at 16 I got flat HP again, which is unfortunate. That's just like a thing that's gonna happen, man. This is looking okay, but you know, you want to hit speed. There's also different sets. I mean, you'll learn as you go on that one. Like, you'll be farming Dragon a lot because Dragon drops speed. Lifesteal is really good early game for your clan boss teams. You know, just staying alive. Same with campaign farming. Like, your Kale, you'll want him in lifesteal. The first, like, 7 days that you play, you'll be given lifesteal gear. That's usually pretty good. Let's see. I need more Savage gear really badly. That's something that I should be farming. Yeah. That's Raid Shadow Legends, baby. I play this game a lot. I mean, you could see it in my account. I've played this every day for the last, like, 2+ years or something. I unironically dig it. I don't know what else to tell you. People make fun, but I really like it. I'm almost level 100. That's the highest you could be. But that is my that's my raid segment, man. If you enjoy it, you want to do a brother a favor, use my link. You guys have done it in the past. I appreciate it greatly. I am booting up some TFT. Have I played any offline? Nah, I haven't had time.